Read All the Lovely Bad Goods. No. Seriously. Okay. If you stumbled upon this video, I am glad that the universe brought you to me. Hi, my name is Julie. Welcome to my channel. I like to read books and talk about them. I've been around BookTube for a little over a year, but I didn't start my own channel until a couple months ago. So I am glad that you are here. I hope you stick around. If you are already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Every like, comment, subscribe, share helps my channel. I am trying to grow my channel, so I do appreciate every single one of you that are here and supporting me. And now that is all aside, let's get into some readathons that are happening in March. So I'm only going to talk about some of the ones that I am participating in. We all know that there are a lot of readathons going on out there. So I'm sure there might be some that you know about that I'm not doing, but my March TBR is already getting packed. So I'm going to start with, well, one of them is coming up this weekend, so I'm going to start with that. That one is called Let's Get Graphic. It is going to be March 1st through March 2nd. It is hosted by Gwen. She has two co-hosts, Keisha and Hope. I will link all the information in the descriptions. This is a 24-hour readathon where we read as many illustrated books as you can. So those could be graphic novels, comic books, manga, anything that is mostly illustrated counts for this. Let me go over the prompts for it. So I do already know my TBR for this, so I will share that. So the first prompt is to read a book that's part of the series, and I'm going to read Sourceline 2. I really enjoyed Sourceline, the first one. So like, it has really beautiful graphics in it. Most of my graphic novels I get from the library, but I do own the first one and second one to this one. So that is what I'm going to read for that. Second prompt is there to be 2 or more people on the cover. That one I'm going to read All the Lovely Bad Ones by Mary Downing Hahn. This is actually a ghost story graphic novel. I love a good ghost story graphic novel, and the graphics in this, they're so colorful, and they just look super fun. I did read her Wait Till Helen Comes graphic novel, and I really liked that one. So I am excited to pick that one up. The next 2 prompts, I'm actually going to put those together. It is a new to you author or illustrator and a book that is 200 pages. So 200 pages was actually a hard one to find because a lot of graphic novels are not that long. For those 2 prompts, I am going to read Danger and Other Unknown Risks. It is by Ryan North and Erica Henderson, which I've not read anything from them. And I know nothing about this. So I was just looking through it, and I loved the dog. I was flipping through. I didn't even really read much of the synopsis. It really just says, here's the deal. On midnight of January 1st, 2000, the world ended, but it wasn't technology that killed it. It was magic. Now, years later, Earth has transformed. That's really all I read. I was like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. And, you know, I flipped through, and it's colorful. I like a good colorful graphic novel. So I have actually never read a manga. I mean, something about the reading it backwards throws me. And a lot of them are black and white. I know that not all mangas are black and white. I know they do have some. So if you have any recommendations for a good one to start with, I would maybe pick one up. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a trying out manga video. And then the last prompt they have is to post a pic of your TBR. This is all just on Instagram. There's not like a channel or anything for it. So anyway, that's coming up this weekend. So go get your graphic novels. The second readathon that I'm going to talk about is called Bows and Books, and this is hosted by a group of lovely ladies. I love every single one of them. So it is being hosted by Summer on Seasons Readings, and her co-host is going to be Jess, Jordan, Keisha, and Gwen. And I will, like I said, I will link all of their channels below in the description so that you can go check them out. And I'm going to pop up a little bit of the graphics on here to do this one. Now, This is going to be on from March 21st through March 24th. And I'm actually going to, because this was just a last minute, I just saw this and was like, oh my God, how am I going to squeeze in any more books? So there's no way I can fit in a bunch of books for this because, like I said, my March TBR list is already really long. And I'll be posting that soon, so keep an eye out for it. So I'm actually just going to read one book for this. The prompts are going to be to read a book with a bow, read a book by a female author, and to pick a bow prompt. I'll link Summer's Instagram post on it and on the graphic of it. And when you click on through the pictures, if you swipe it, whatever bow you pick, then that's the prompt that you pick. And the book with a bow, it doesn't have to be just a bow. It could be string, ribbon, rope, yarn, anything that doesn't have to be tied in a bow. It could just be anywhere on the cover. So the book I'm going to be reading is The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. For the bow and the string, there's string on this, and it actually does kind of look like a little bow on the envelopes. And then it is obviously a female author. So the bow that I picked, so when I swiped over I go wherever that bow is at, and it says pink on the cover. So my book has really light pink up here. And not to mention the book is 437 pages. So yeah, I'm only going to read one book for those few days for that readathon. So I am excited for that. The girls are always fun. I like to try and do anytime any of them have a readathon. I like to try and do it. They also do have photo prompts. Day 1, you post a photo of your TBR. Day 2, a picture with a bow. It could be a bow in your hair, a bow somewhere, anywhere, it doesn't matter. Day 3, something floral. Day 4, tea, meaning just anything related to tea. And she does have an activity prompt, which is to have a tea party. So you can have a tea party with yourself, your kids, your, stuffed animals, your books, whatever. There are going to be reading sprints on March 21st and the 24th on Summer's channel. So yeah, so I'm excited for that. The next 2 readathons are month-long readathons. Obviously, one of them is middle grade March. So if you haven't read middle grade, you should totally check out middle grade. It's fun. There are a ton of people that read middle grade. So there's actually this middle grade March actually has its own YouTube channel. So I will link that below, but there are also 3 hosts for that, and I will link all of this below too, but it is Krista at Books and Jams, Katie at Life Between Words, and Amanda at On the Middle Shelf. Middle grade March, like I said, it's just the whole month of March. So if you read one book that's a middle grade book, you've participated. There's not really anything. They do have prompts, but you don't have to do them. I wasn't going to do them because I was going to try and just read what was on my bookshelf to grab, because I do have a few middle grade, but a lot of my middle grade books that I have are kind of fall themed or spooky. I'm going to read one spooky one. So anyway, I may save them for later this year. So the prompts that they have are the first and second prompt. I'm actually going to combine those two. So I have a book with a 1-word title and a debut author, and I am going to read alone. I do not have this. I'm going to get this from the library. The third prompt is immigration or refuge story. So I am actually going to read Refugee, because that is one of the books that the girls had suggested to read for that. The next prompt is to read a book with an animal on the cover, and I'm going to read It Found Us. There's actually elephants in this background. Yeah, I'm excited to get this one. I pre-ordered this for when it first came out last year, and I haven't read it yet, so I'm excited to read this one. The next prompt is to read a book you feel you missed out on. So this one is kind of hard because I don't really ever feel like I missed out on reading like middle grade books. This book was mentioned a lot, like when my daughter was actually younger, and she, I think she may have read it when she was younger, but it is The One and Only Ivan, which I don't have, so getting that from the library. And then they are having a buddy read, which is called The Mona Lisa Vanishes. I don't know if I will read this. It may or may not be my kind of book. So it is actually a propulsive work of narrative nonfiction about how the Mona Lisa was stolen how the robbery made the portrait the most famous artwork in the world, and how the painting by Leonardo da Vinci should never existed at all. I don't know. I may go ahead and check it out from the library, and if I have time, I may get to it. Middle Grade March also has merch available that they sell on Etsy. They have shirts, hoodies, glasses, mugs, bookmarks, stickers. I will link that. Krista always has middle grade book recommendations, and then my go-to person for everything middle grade is Keisha at A Book Like You. She has, like, if you go search her page, she has tons of middle grade book recommendation videos on her channel. My final readathon that I'm going to participate in is called March Mystery Madness. So it's hosted by a lot of people. So I heard about this from Tiffany at the Beach Bum Bookworm. So I will link her channel, and then if you go and watch her video about the readathon, she lists like a ton of other people, and I haven't had time yet to go to their channels, but I do want to check out their videos and channels because I am a new booktuber and I am always looking for new booktube friends. So I think a lot of the co-hosts do like cozy mysteries, but some of them may do other kinds of mysteries too. So my books that I am going to do, if you know, for these, it's going to be cozy mysteries, because I am doing a vlog each month where I read the first book in a series. I pick like 3 books and I read the book. I have a bunch of books on my shelf already. I have a large cozy mystery selection of books that I acquired from my mother. So for these prompts, I'm not going to do all of these prompts, and I'm probably just going to pick a few and try and see if any of those books relate to those prompts. That way I can at least participate some. So the theme of the readathon is to the nines. So the prompts for them are: read a book about being dressed to the nines, 999, which is British mystery, a cat on the cover, 911, so first responder, firefighter, EMT, 9 patch, which would be a quilt on the cover, the number 9 on the cover or title, 9th book in a series, and then a number 9 of any kind. And I just found out about this one, so I haven't had time to figure out any, like I said, any reading books for this yet. I don't know if there's going to be any kind of reading sprints or anything for this, but like I said, there are several people that are co-hosting on this and have a lot of channels, so somebody somewhere, I would assume, would be having something going on. But anyway, so those are all the readathons that I am going to be participating in the month of March. Hopefully I don't hear about any others, because I do love a good readathon. So I literally just finished recording this video and I checked my phone and my Patreon, and Kindle is apparently doing a readathon in March. So obviously it's my Patreon, so I have to participate in that. So she always comes up with these cute, our Patreon is dragon related. We're the Dreamy Dragon Den. So anyway, the prompts, which obviously I don't know what I'm reading yet because I just literally saw this. So this is going to be the week of March 15th through the 17th, St. Patrick's Day. I am down for that. I'm Irish. I love anything St. Patrick's Day related. So then it looks like our prompts are going to be to read a book with green on the cover, read a book that has a friendship element, and read a graphic novel, manga, or novella. So I don't have anything to tell you about that. If you want to participate in Kindle's readathon, you can join her Patreon. We have a wonderful group of people over there. Check the description for everyone's channels and all the information. Let me know, are you participating in any of these? Until my next video, friends, be yourself, be awesome, be kind. Bye.